when will India experience its Neeraj Chopra's moment in science? Dr. Mangesh,
can I just
yeah,
take
you can
an
extend.
extension
Yeah, you
of
can
that,
extend. Raju Marella, sir, please.
We salute Dr. Swaminathan, Dr. Varghese Kurian. They have contributed. Should we be stagnant with that achievement? Certainly not. We need to move forward. There are many avenues that we should go. Therefore, it's a dynamic world. As we progressed, the world has moved ahead. Right? When we progress further, the world will move further. Therefore, it's an endeavor of continuity. So there is no, like a chemistry lab, there is no end point to an experiment, right? It doesn't end there. It's a dynamic process. So it's a context. I think in every context, India is well prepared. Why one Neeraj Chopra? In many Neeraj Chopras in many sectors. That's what I would believe. India cannot have one thing has sprung up. Innovations happen once in a way, but the country must progress through many measures of progress. Like we spoke about, every speaker spoke about. We can contribute in many ways. Agriculture can be frog leaped into another sector through many ways that the scientists understand. Biopharma can frog leap into many sectors. I would like to, probably I may not be alive, but 25 years from now, when the Neeraj Chopra happens in India, so there will be multiple Neeraj Chopra moments in the trajectory of a nation's growth. It cannot happen this year, next year. It is a continuous endeavor. So we all have to.
Thank you, Raju Marella, sir. I put the same question to Dr. Mangesh. What you could say about that?
Yeah, I rate, say for example, I'll start from the Indian education. We are continuously upgrading in our education system. You take any of the example from agriculture, from engineering, from medical health research. We are, to some extent, we are very good in case of agriculture sector. We are very good in case of technological sector. Throughout the world is seeing India as a IT hub. In agriculture, we are very much from 50 million from 1947, our food production was 50 million tons to last year production was 350 million tons. 6-time growth we have seen in this past 70. We have celebrated Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. 75 years within 6-time growth is a vast achievement. But we have not achieved that growth in case of health sector. You may remember before this BJP government, the only once All India Institute of Medical Sciences was holding or was available in India. Not many more, but now slowly it will take some time for the health sector. Then space, science, technology, we are not, say, though we are good enough, but still much more to achieve, much more to achieve, because we have to see other planets where the agriculture and where the space to reside and all those things. So by considering all those things, IT sector, we are no doubt, but still many more things to come up. Why Facebook has not come from the India when we have the 150 billion population? Few of the questions we have to ask himself in order to achieve all those things. And no doubt the learned people has already started thinking over on all these aspects. Our ministry, our government is started already. So I could predict income, anticipate in say 2040. Right now we are the 5th largest GDP in GDP wise. We are the fastest developing country, or having 5th economically. And as Saab said, 3 trillion is our target by 2050. So I consider 2040 to 2050 will be the golden era, the Neeraj Chopra, the golden era for the science in coming days. So
thank you, Dr. Mangesh. This is a question to Madhu Sundar, sir. Indian origin CEOs are recognized on a global level. What could be the primary factor for this?
I believe, first of all, okay, let me step back and talk of one article that I read some time back. While very controversial, there was one study that was done where people racially profiled populations for their IQs, and let's not talk about other communities, but the Indians came out to be the 3rd most intelligent people in general, the IQ levels. So I suppose it should not come as a surprise to us, simply because one of the oldest civilizations in the history of mankind has come from the Indian soil, and that itself is a sign of humankind not only having the acumen to innovate, but also to be intuitive enough of collective wisdom and collective prosperity. So from that gene pool is the manifestation of all of us here today. So I believe for that reason, India generating a lot of successful people is no wonder. I would just take a short departure. Our barometer should not just be somebody being a CEO or not being a CEO. I just wanted to say what the media as a way of disproportionately identifying some people as successful and some are not. I don't know if it is common knowledge. There are at least, just like the Nobel Prize, everybody knows that mathematics doesn't have a Nobel Prize. So there's a Fields Medal. There are 12 Indian women who have got the Fields Medal. Indian women. So you can imagine the kind of, and they're all working in major research institutions in India itself. So intelligence, there are 12 forms of intelligence. I will not get into that. So I believe it is no surprise that we generate a lot of CEOs and successful professionals in the world. Some of the richest businessmen are India based too now. So India's time has come, as Professor Dudhe has just spoken about. Maybe two decades later, we will see.
Thank you, Madhu Sundar.
I will take an extension. Will you allow me
please.
On the culturalist? Very
Yes,
interesting,
Raju Marella,
which I read a lot about that. You alluded to a lot of CEOs in the United States, like
Right.
Indira Nui, Satyanarayana, Sundar Pichai. They all have gone from this ecosystem.
True.
They all have studied. Pichai studied in IIT Kharagpur. Satyanarayana studied in Manipal. Indira Nui studied in IIM Calcutta. So they all have gone from the system. Therefore, I fully agree. Indians are intelligent racially, racial profiling. But India is a melting pot of many cultures. How we have become intelligent is not for me. CCMB has done a wonderful work. Where all the genetics pool came from which direction.
True.
Dr. Tyagarajan and Lalji Singh have done a fantastic work. There is a book by Joseph who spoke about we Indians. It's another subject. But why an Indian here standing out is a standout in another ecosystem is because that ecosystem allows him to full potential expression. That's why a Sundar Pichai has become Google CEO, a Satyanarayana has become Microsoft CEO, Indira Nui being a lady has become PepsiCo CEO. So it comes back to that. But more importantly, I feel we as Indians, thanks to our diversity, unity within diversity, we all studied in third class preamble. That's our strength. We are highly adaptable. Every 200 kilometers you travel, I travel extensively. You get a new food, you get a new language in India. No other country can give you that, right? So India trains you as you grow up to be culturally more adaptable. Okay, I give you a simple example. You have seen a grasshopper in China. It is a god. People pray for that. They worship that. In US, it is a pest. They spray pesticide and kill it. In Thailand, it is a snack. Right? An Indian sees a grasshopper as a grasshopper. He has no problem. Whichever culture looks at whatever thing, whichever way, we respect that. That's the strength of this country. We have learnt it through our cultural diversity. And therefore, these people like Sundar Pichai express it because the ecosystem allows them to express that. So we should not be constricted. We should be more expressive. This is a message back to the policymakers in India. Provide an ecosystem, provide an environment. An Indian is able to be an Indian in India. Not to be cocooned in one cage to say you are like this. We are many ways, we are different. We have no problem whatsoever. These guys who have become CEOs are standing examples of our cultural diversity.
Wonderful. Yes. Thank you so much, Marella sir. Now this question to Kaginalli sir.
What?
The question to Kaginalli sir, what do you say about this? CEOs are recognized global level.
See, given a right opportunity,
Yeah.
see, there is an inherent strength in every individual. See, opportunities are needed to be provided, and some people may get it automatically, some people need to be given opportunity, then only their potential will emerge. See, whoever has gone out, they have got, they have to work hard, no doubt about it. There are their own inherent problems once they go out. See, they have to suffer a lot of humiliation otherwise they excel in their field. Having gone, having migrated, they didn't want to be second grade citizen, downgraded. See, that way they have worked hard and emerged as a CEOs or leaders of excellent qualities.
Dr. Mangesh, may I put this question to you?
Yeah, ma'am, the only answer from my side is the quality education. If you could not able to provide the quality education, you cannot provide the good technocrats or good engineers or whatsoever you wanted. From where Sundar Pichai, he's alumni of IIT. Where from Satya Nadella, he is a university from Mangalore. From where the Parag Agrawal studied, from the IITs, Delhi. So all these are the IITians. IIT is a hub. It's a basic institution to get the best among best. Indian Agriculture Research Institute, the institute which is only one in India, it is located in Delhi, which is the premier institute in agriculture. So what is the institute? You say MS Swaminathan, who has brought the Green Revolution in India, it is from, he is an alumni of ICAR-IIOR Delhi. I am the alumni of ICAR-IIOR Delhi. So the quality education, if you cannot provide the quality education, you cannot provide the good person and ultimately the CEO. Now, so what we had to do? We had to spend more and more. Nalanda, the first university in the world, was available in India. So we were the pioneers, we are the pioneers in the education system, but somewhere in due course of time we have diverted from that quality education. But no doubt, as I said, I consider 40 to 50, this will be the golden era. By that time we will not only provide the quality education, but we will take India to the next level where throughout the globe the people will start seeing towards as the major, as a tycoon. So I can say that only reason why our Indians become the CEO is due to the quality education and nothing else. They are utilizing that platform, going to the abroad, again beginning standing and making the platform for that business kind of things, and that have a very good institution they will get admitted and they will get recognized as best in the world. So these are my thoughts on this.
Probably I think the other engineering colleges are in the hands of a number of politicians, and just for the sake of business propositions, and then the teaching faculty also is not taking, as you said, Stanford and MIT and all. The senior, the first class student of that particular college will become the faculty of the next generation.
Faculty, inbreeding, that is what we are calling it as a inbreeding. The student will get B.Tech, M.Tech from the, and he will be assistant professor or lecturer in the same. If we are doing so, certainly it is a kind of inbreeding. We have to avoid such kind of thing in order to bring out the good thoughts or good student from the colleges.
With you, I think so every time, any government or any minister, we have been talking about food safety, secure and all. But when it comes to the drug, we go to a doctor and then prescribe the drug. When it comes to the food and all these things, we say that the pani puri should not be taken. Mirchi bhaji should not be taken. Pani puri is available on the road and mirchi bhaji is available on the road. We are tempted, of course, because of the taste buds and all the things. But still, doctor says that you should not take it, because sometime when you go to a doctor because of the gastric problem, he said don't take it. And then maybe 2 days, 3 days, you take a drug and then nullifies and all. But again, next day you go there and then take the food and all. This is why government is not in a position to implement. I mean to say it is very difficult, but at least some sort of safety parameters can be implemented on the street food matters. That is what my question. I think why government is not taking such a vigorous steps. Is it related to public, or public will revolt it, or I don't know, I am not in a position to understand.
See sir, the one way this sort of foods and this sort of lifestyles are a blessing in disguise for our country. See, I am helping exporters to the US and other markets like nutraceuticals, pet food, and many of the agro products. They want a bioburden to be reduced to 1000 CFU per gram, whereas our CFU consumption is 5 lakhs and we are still comfortable. Don't be too fussy about hygiene and don't be too too dirty. If you probably play the middle path, and we will be quite as you look at me. I have 64 years. I have not taken any medicine.
So your thought is in the right direction. That food safety also should be controlled. There is a food safety control mechanism available even in India as well. I think all regulations they take a clue from the advanced countries only, from the first world countries. So not just food, sir. Food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, all come under some kind of a regulation or the other. Now, maybe the intensity of enforcement is different across countries, as Mr. Raju just said. Maybe welfareism, socio-economic factors, many things are there is an interplay of many things which the government takes, if I may say, a pragmatic view, quote unquote, before they would try to go for any level of enforcement.
I think we have adequate laws even in food industry. FSSAI guidelines are there. There are many there. The difficulty in India, while it is our asset, the population, it is also our bane. Enforcement is a difficulty. Look, I think we have a good thing to look forward to. The younger people are more vigilant about these issues than we were. There is no denial of the fact. Indians they are looking more hygienic.
Indians are opening those.
They calculate. They do everything. We were careless. At least I was careless. That's why I have such a large pouch.
Okay, we are talking about the quality of the education and then IITs and then the output of IITians and all is becoming, a big entrepreneurs and then innovative ideas and then so many and so forth. In India, when it comes to the question of the output of research activities like ICAR or CSIR and all, what is that your view that the output is going to be utilized to the country? Is it an optimum level or just for the sake of research it is being carried out, and then what is the level of output?
I can put up many examples, but let's start from agriculture. Being agriculture, at a time of independence, the condition were from ship to mouth. Food were coming from the European countries. Our people used to run behind the ships and get the food and going to the home and preparing food and going and eating. This was the condition. 50 million tons, whereas our population was 47 million. At that time, it was not billion question. Now we are 1.5 billion and our food production is 315 million. How could we have achieved all this thing? It is due to the fact that only the research has brought out the green revolution in India. Research has developed the status of the society. Research, the ICR Institute has given the technology to the farmers, and farmers with the innovation and all other things adding together has achieved this level. Now coming to the CSIR Institute, where we were in 1947, do we have launched any of the satellite PSLV or GSLV or any sort of satellite? Today we are is great enough to not even to launch our satellite. We are hundreds of satellite. We are, how could it been possible? Only due to the research in India. Coming to the medical sciences, every field, every surgery is been performed with the robotics. How could it be? Earlier it was very difficult to get surgerized or get operated by say for example this cataract. It was difficult for cataract surgery. Now within second, just you go to the eye specialist or ENT specialist, within 15 to 20 minutes he will free you. How could it be achieved? So there are numerous example. Not only education quality system has been translated into the institution has translated that thing into the research has brought out the product and it has ultimately led to the upgradation of the society. Today we have, in 1990s we have only Maruti model. Now you have more than 20 or 25 models in your hand, from Kia to I cannot name one by one. So how we have achieved it? It is due to the research.
Thank you so much for all the panel members here who really made a great day, the special day, that's National Science Day. Vibrant, it has been shared with us, and we are empowered with the great ideas of on science and all related to the science topics. We are very blessed to and again very happy to be with you, sir, and we'll continue a journey in the future also. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you.